Welcome back to another episode of Frostpunk 2 with Icarus. In our last episode, we got our skyways researched, we've got our generator switched over to oil. Now we got to continue to find more oil and bring in more production as we continue to expand and secure our future against the frost. So without further ado, let's jump right back into the game where we left things off. So in that last episode, we started to pile into some oil. We do have a lot of resources that are about to run out, along with a lot of places that just don't have enough people. So switch this industrial district, because that's a hard word for me to pronounce, I guess. What is going on here? Oh, you've got to manually turn all these back up. It'd be kind of nice if I just had a button that said, hey, do the thing. Okay. So that should be it. Let's go up to speed 2. Nope. Dense housing. More dense housing. What do I not have? Heating demand is increased. What do I need? Okay. We got an old enemy incoming whiteout. Steward, it was only a matter of time we had an unusually long streak of mild weather. Negative 76 degrees Fahrenheit is not mild. But now meteorologists are clear. There's a familiar drop in air pressure at higher altitudes. A whiteout is coming. Winter is coming. The wind will cause extreme cold and the clouds will blot out the sun, impacting our food production. Without shelter, ample food, and stockpile food, our people will be in mortal risk. Alright, we have to prepare. When does that come? It's not on the horizon right now, but we need to get this ball rolling. With that, let's zoom in just a hair more. I got a frost break out to... I don't have anybody to do any work. Need food. Get out of that menu. That's why it wouldn't let me go up any higher, because I'm completely out of freaking bodies to do any work. Okay. 2,766 weeks versus 5,000. Let's get a scout. Oh my god, I do that every time. I don't have anybody to do it. Advanced allows shipping 600 units of any resource. Love that. When are my people coming back? Here shortly. It's going to be the south first. No, it's the north first. Hot Spring Mushroom Cave. Our scouts found a variety of mushrooms growing within the different depths of the cave. Broken heat pipes run through the caverns. The scout suspects this place was an attempt by the Hot Springs populace to develop a heartier food supply. We could take the mushrooms and add it to the variety in our hothouse, or we can repair this facility and share its benefits with the Hot Spring folks. Let's share the goods. Send it back home because I need to really stockpile for this whiteout. I don't know how bad it's going to be. Bone traders. Some people from the hot springs have started to market for goods crafted from bone. It appears that a herd of muskox froze in a valley. They have made use of every part of the frozen beast to sustain themselves, including their bones. Traders are on the verge of starving. They will happily give us their goods for food. Yes. That's pretty reasonable. Do I need to build a... Okay. Hag Hills explored. What, am I paused? Yeah. Okay, what do you got for me? Loud and clear. Stewart, the stalwarts have begun using oil to power a small radio they've attached to their lamps. They claim this will allow them to further ensure the safety of workers and increase efficiency by enabling constant communication. So far, it seems to be working. Managers can report accidents in a heartbeat, spreadsheets can be updated in real time, and foremen can micromanage to an unprecedented degree. The stalwarts are overjoyed. Relations with the stalwarts improved after we pledged to defeat the frost. Okay, neato. Micromanaging. I'm glad that I enabled that. That's going to be my crowning achievement in this playthrough. Built hastily during the 1901 plague, these buildings were used to quarantine infected New Londoners. They now lie silent and forgotten. Scores of wooden crosses, a grim reminder of what transpired here. Should we decide to disturb the dead, dismantling this place could yield some raw resources. No. I don't need that bad juju on me. Wise Woman Camp. Our scouts have met the wise woman for which these hills are famed. Some are, in fact, New Londoners who left during the captain's first days. They would be pleased to return to New London now that we have a council. They say they can bring some cores with them. However, some of the captain's most loyal followers, considering these women traitors, and think that they should remain exiled. I need cores. 3 cores. Yeah. No questions. Come on back. Abandoned research station. Inside the abandoned research station, our scouts found a circle of frozen, naked bodies laying around a strange idol made of ice. Nearby sat a pile of stalwart uniforms. The station has fallen into disrepair. We could salvage it for prefabs, but the stalwarts would prefer that we destroy all evidence of this place and redact it from the official record. What are we hiding? I don't need prefabs. I'm just gonna take the lovely bit. What is going on here? Lovely bit of influence. Marginally decreased. Marginally decreased. Marginally decreased. I need to get them up off neutral. Extremely increased by the population side, significantly decreased by the guard squad. Marginally increased by teaching hospital. So I need more guard squads. Why are you still blinking at me? Freight dots. What are you? Train terminals optimized to accommodate porters traveling alongside the freight and responsible for its safeties. Harvester's hangars. Yeah. Housing blocks. What are you? Let's have all do maintenance. It's not going to negatively impact my efficiency. But it's going to help out the pilgrims, which are very not in favor of me right now. Okay, there's the whiteout. What? Can I... Turn this off. That's not good. We can't turn that off. Beacon of hope. Incoming whiteout. Steward, our guards have encountered a group of frozen, terrified outsiders at the edge of the city. They speak of stories spreading among the destitute groups scraping by in the frozen wastes. That our improved generator can ensure the safety for all, that here people can have a future. It seems New London has become a beacon of hope. It's good and bad at the same time. Let's go ahead and continue. Papa, can you hear me? Let's see. I think we're gonna be good there. I think a whiteout here in about 100 weeks. That means that I do need to construct another surplus generator. Which needs 4 cores, which means I need to find one more. Dangerous. Deadly. Let's launch an expedition over to the valley. Ridgeline's not good. Let's launch another valley expedition. Because we need to get that up and running, like, immediately. We're running plus 60. We love to see that. Let's get more. Did I not build that? I thought I built the Skyway. I'm dumb. We need the freaking frost workers, or frostwalkers. Frostlanders. So we're stockpiling goods, we're stockpiling food, we don't seem to be stockpiling a whole lot of material. We are not stockpiling any oil. So, to make myself feel better about this whole situation here, I need... Where's my hubs? Effect... Workforce demand in neighboring extraction districts is decreased. Yep. New law proposed by them. I will vote. I should have negotiated. I'm dumb. Please pass. Oh, perfect. Like a boss. That was totally planned. Okay. So, are you less angry? You're neutral. Trust went up.
The delegates have reached a decision.
Justice has no scabbard. The stalwarts. Steward, the stalwarts have upgraded the automatons to respond to specific frequencies on their radios. They equipped the beasts with searchlights and speakers and mounted them, patrolling the city, maintaining order. The pilgrims believe this is absurd. Someone stole a bread roll yesterday, and they nearly leveled the entire district, lumbering after them. What should we do? We yield for the crime. Yeah. My crime gets out of control. So I gotta I got to allow it, and I kind of hate it. Yes, they are writing automatons. Okay. So you're done. You're done. Get the heck out of here. What are we doing now? Workers' comp. Housing blocks. What are you? Crosslanders and New Londoners. You guys make up a good portion of it. Residential towers designed to provide shelter to a large number of citizens in a limited amount of space. Subsidized housing. Pilgrims is not a huge portion of the city. It's really these two. So we'll go with that. I gotta get more materials. And while we do have workers, and I haven't completely forgotten that I have workers, I'm going to free up this food. Any other... We got materials here that I'm going to free up. Any other bottomless pits? Does not appear that way. Let's get over to the Dreadnought now. Anything here? We don't have any workers, so not a whole lot we can do there. Pardon me. Speed 2. So when they get back, I need to remember to build the Skyway. How warm is it? About to be, what, negative 40? Speed 2. I got a whole shitload more people. Okay, let's see what we got. A fortified base. Rowet expedition, possible settlement. The abandoned bases welcome us with the fortitude sign. The roof has collapsed on a lab with scientists studying the cause of the frost. But the training halls remain intact along with the equipment used in an attempt to contact other generator cities. We could take the preserved supplies back to New London, or should we leave them, making reactivating the base less costly? Come back later. A dreamer's mine. An ironworks sits at the surface of this mine. Its walls covered with designs of wagons and transports. A small glasswork, once fabricating fragile scientific instruments. Few tools remain after many years of scavenging, but there is still iron at the very bottom of the shaft. We'll increase our supply by 200 material until it deposits 2.4 million material. Let's leave that be and focus on getting this. I just feel like I need to go one more in every time. What's the reach? Let's get that Skyway built. That way we can get more oil going. But at the same time, I need more housing. Which means I need to free this up. Okay. I think I've got my food. Yes. Food district. I don't like the fact that I have squalor and disease coming into my housing districts, but I think it's what makes the most sense in this instance, because that's where they're at. An entrepreneur, Rexdale, returning from the city approach trail, a profitable day. First couple were all rags and bones and useless, but then there was this woman with real ruby earrings. Ought to cover the arrival fee, I said. The wife will love those. Next was a bunch of strong fellas. I sent them straight to Elaine's place. She'll wring them dry before I get home. Lately, there's been less of them. Maybe word is getting around. Gotta take advantage while it lasts. Yeah. The lack of law regulating outsiders is decreasing population growth. So that's immigration policies. Let's get more material, because I think I finally got that up and running. Let's peel that back. Okay. And we're going to land in our new London. What kind of laws do we have? We have cities, outsiders. Population growth is decreased to allow productive outsiders. Near the stalwarts. The city's economy, population growth is marginally increased. Heat stamp income per capita is marginally increased. Percentage of active workers will increase over time. I think you got to bring something to our situation here. Got more people for than against. Let's just see if we can let it rip and pass the law here.
The delegates have spoken. The law is tabled.
Should have negotiated it. Did. Dang it. Okay. I need one more core. Looks like this valley's open. Ghost town. All signs indicate that the settlement was inhabited until recently. Strangely, the larder was emptied. But most clothes and personal items were left behind. There are some bloodstains in the snow, but no bodies were found. One scout found a salvageable. One scout found a salvageable core beneath the hearth of the town hall, earning herself extra rations. The building themselves contain useful components too, if we can spare the men to dismantle it. Need the core. Muskox herd. Yeah. Let's leave that be for the time being. $18 weeks. I don't know. Let me write about there. Let's hit the plains up and see if that's going to give us a... After radio, better equip our scouts for what lies. We may construct an outpost here to assist our exploration. You know what? Screw it. I need the cores. I have to get the heat rocking and rolling here. That's the only thing that I'm comfortable with here, because I need to get housing, I need to get stockpiles of food, I need to get a whole bunch of different things going here. I got another housing district there. Can I get a heating hub? Let's get frost break here. Can I do any frost breaking? It's already frost broken. Let's look at a fuel hub here. What do you give me? Workforce demand in neighboring extraction districts is decreased. What are you? You're a fuel stockpile already. What kind of food stockpile? I got a stockpile of... A stockpiler here. So we're good on that. What other hubs do we have? We've got goods, we've got food, we've got materials. Neighboring industrial districts is decreased. Extraction districts is decreased. Heat in all districts is decreased. But I need to rock and roll more. Gotta get some more goods going. I'm gonna have the homes, I believe, to be good. So there's my course. Course just arrived. We're going to go to our central and build another injector. Up to speed 3 so we can get that knocked out. What do we got? Oliver O'Sullivan. He's a grocer. At the ruins of his shop. Automation patrol. Seriously? It's all bloody well and good for the stalwarts. We got the thief. Caught him. On the run. You're welcome. Gee, thanks a million, chap. I'm glad I've got my stolen chocolate bar back. Fat load of good it'll do me now that you've decimated my goddamn shop in the process. Which shelf should I put it on? The one laying under the heap of rumble? Goddamn fucking loonies. Stalwarts have begun their patrols. Marginally decreased. Significantly decreased. Decreased by allowing automaton patrols. Cold. Stable. We're stockpiling as well. Will be filled in 130 some odd weeks. We don't hate that. What buildings do we have? Refurbished good factory. Salvaging. I think this is better. Oh, that takes a core. Oh, yeah, that'd be a problem. Let's see. I know where to expand there. Let's get a heating hub plunked down here. It's really going to do us a lot of good, I think, in the long run down in my main population center.
If you're unsure whether forest food additive is safe for consumption, consult your local scout office.
So we're going to speed that up. So I've got... To enable this injector, survive the whiteout, the warmth our upgraded generator now pumps through the veins of the city is unprecedented. People take off their layers, testing the air with bare skin in disbelief. The dream of feeling warm again is real. Unless the frost tests us again. We must survive. I will survive. Wait, did I turn that on? What does that do? Optimized for oil alone. Uses 300. That's a lot more. Okay. I really got this. Got to get this oil going. Industrial. Not a hub. What the hell was that? It was a hydraulic pump. Let's expand this down here. I don't think I'm going to even have the workers, though, is the problem. Let's... Gotta get some workforce over here. Just a few. And then I need to expand the city down here. Play that. Super fast mode. Okay. So you're expanded. Should allow me to build extraction. Is there anything that we should be frost breaking to? Just a bunch of prefabs. That ain't even worth. So even with the expansion, it doesn't have enough people. Okay. Let's do housing. We already... We're not even really doing anything yet. I think... Rapid filtration, blah, 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 blah. I'm just going to plunk a housing stack there. Intruders! Steward, a group of strangers have arrived at the old dreadnought. They call themselves the Wanderers. They seem to be a nomadic tribe for whom this wreck was a pillage or pilgrim site. Uh-oh. We allowed them to visit their tombs, and they seemed relieved to find the graves unharmed. As we've taken their camp, they ask we at least provide a stockpile of oil that will enable them to survive the whiteout. They seem desperate enough to be a threat. In the face of the whiteout, they may choose to raid Old Dreadnought. Down. We'll need to stockpile. Fuck it. I'm just gonna give them the oil. I mean, if it truly was their space before, it's the only right thing to do. And I like to play these games in a way that I would feel good about if I was running the actual situation. So we're gonna try to meet demands. We were just flat on that. I don't think that makes a whole lot of sense. Let's go back to that because I didn't mean to close. Let's turn that down just a little bit just so that we can get that stockpile up. Let's see if we can. Yeah, 302. Wait, where'd the whiteout go? Go speed 3. We got some more stuff to look at. This is the Barren Plains. Staging area, the Rowart expedition. Judging from the remains, dozens of vehicles were manned and loaded here. Our scouts found some maps in a half-buried crate, each marked with a possible location of other generator cities. One was annotated with thick letters, Rowart knows. Ooh. Intrigue and mystery. They left with such enthusiasm that many tools and scrap pieces were left behind to be buried by the snow and time. Thank you for the goodies. The hunting camp, the Rowart expedition, a row of hunters' hangars, breaks the flat white landscape. Once the workers gathered food for a great expedition, Now we may gather food to feed our city. I don't have the people to provide right now. The lovers. A pair of automatons lie broken in the snow. Their tracks show they lost their navigational bearings and followed each other in a circle until they broke down. The scouts make their story sound almost romantic. We can either take their cores or repair the automatons to work in New London. I think cores are so much more valuable. So we'll take the cores. Ooh, what do we got going on here? Nomads encampment. A group of nomads have set up a temporary camp here after finding our people in the old dreadnought. They are expecting us to hand over a supply of oil, and then they will leave peacefully. If we don't want to wait for them to come collect the oil, we could send stockpiles from New London. Alternatively, we could force them out with guards. Again, I feel like the honorable thing to do is provide for them in the heat, or pardon me, provide them heating goods in this cold weather. And it'll take 25 weeks to fill up. Where did the whiteout go? There was a whiteout that was supposed to be happening here, but it has since disappeared.
The pilgrims offer their services as guides to all travelers. They will share their knowledge of Frostland lore.
There it is. It's back. So we have a whiteout coming at 510, but we are going to double dip on the cold. We are giving up some of the oil right now. I think we're going to be okay. The heating hub is increasing my demand for goods. We do have a bunch of food being stored. I love that. So I've got the food. Let's get another hub going for food. Plunk that there. And let's take a look. You're the expanded logistics. It would allow me to have a house. It's going to increase my heat demand. I don't think I really want to mess with that too much. Let's see. Extraction industry zone. I'm straight up out of workers again, so it might have been better to use the automatons. Either way, there's our extraction zone again that we can use. But I'll tell you what. We are laying the foundation for the whiteout here in... What week are we on? We're on week 451. We've got a whiteout in 510. So we've got 60 weeks, 59 weeks to prepare for this whiteout that it looks will last somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 weeks. So almost a whole damn year. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure you are hitting that like button. Leave me down a comment. Do you think you'd be able to survive in a whiteout condition in these temperatures, or would you just lose your mind and wander off and freeze because you can't do it anymore? I don't know what I would do personally, but either way, make sure that you are leaving those comments. Subscribe if I've earned that subscription. I know I've been having a lot of fun playing these games, so I will see you in the next episode where we will, I believe, get to our whiteout. So stay tuned.